feel and look better. From your head to your toes, watch Holistic Strong, the best channel for mind and body videos.
My friend scoffed at my idea that I would try to treat high blood pressure naturally. He especially was amused when I told him that beet juice was going to be part of my antihypertensive program. They have high blood pressure medication for a reason, he countered. But as I explained to him, I would rather try natural methods to lower blood pressure, at least for several months, before resorting to suspect medicine that can have adverse short, and especially, long-term effects. He wished me well, nevertheless, and hoped that I could beat blood pressure issues with beets, although he added, I don't know how you can drink such a vile juice. While I have to admit that beets don't rank among my favorite vegetables, not even close, they're starting to go up the ranks because of their health benefits, especially when it comes to lowering blood pressure. I'm pinning my hopes to a study that found that just 1 glass of beetroot juice a day reduced blood pressure significantly in people with high blood pressure. They conducted a placebo-controlled trial where the sample size consisted of dozens of participants. Prior research has centered on nitric oxide. When we eat certain fruits and vegetables, like beets, rich in compounds called nitrates, the nitrogen and oxygen compounds convert to nitric oxide. It is this nitric oxide that can lower blood pressure and produce positive benefits for heart health. You may consider nitric oxide a signaling molecule. Envision nitric oxide traveling through the artery wall, sending signals to the tiny muscle cells around the arteries, giving them a clear message, relax. This nitric oxide not only relaxes the blood vessels, but makes them more flexible, which, in turn, increases blood flow. This dynamic should help lower blood pressure. Now let's quickly center attention on an important study on the all-powerful beet, rich in nitrates and subsequent nitric oxide. In a major study, published in the journal, Hypertension, those who drank 8 ounces of beet juice lowered their blood pressure within 24 hours. But participants were evaluated over the course of 8 weeks, 2 weeks before and after the actual 4-week study. The participants were divided into 2 groups. One drank beet juice with typical nitrates, and the other group served as the control, placebo group and drank nitrate-free beet juice. Those who drank the beet juice, with concentrated nitrates, lowered their systolic blood pressure by an average of 8 mm of mercury in systolic pressure, and 4 mm of mercury in diastolic pressure. In another study, published in Nutrition Journal, real beet juice drinkers, especially men, experienced lower blood pressure. Systolic pressure reduction was between 4 and 5 points. This was not as significant as the other study, highlighted in Hypertension, but the good news is that blood pressure improved with beet consumption. While beets or beet juice does not seem like a miracle cure-all, it can be part of an anti-hypertension, drug-free program. So starting today, I'm going to become a beet juice drinker, and hope that subsequent blood pressure readings will go down. But while cooked beets offer nutritional value, it's best to drink raw beet juice, as the nutritive compounds are more concentrated. And if you're still on the fence, consider that beetroot juice offers a multitude of other benefits, aside from blood pressure reduction. Beets are detoxifying and contain natural antioxidant and anti-inflammatory phytonutrients called betalains. These phytonutrients particularly protect the liver, and beets may be used to flush out toxins in the liver. This liver cleanse property strengthens because beets also contain methionine and glycine. These amino acids stimulate the liver cells, and prevent fatty acids from building up. Aside from lowering blood pressure, beets also lower blood glucose, especially important for those that are pre-diabetic, or those already battling the condition. It's ironic that a root vegetable high in sugar can help regulate blood sugar levels. Why is this so? Thankfully, the natural sugars in beetroot are released very slowly in the body. In the absence of problematic sugar spikes, and in the presence of protective phytochemicals, beets have a regulating effect on glucose and insulin in humans. Although more study needs to be conducted to determine the beet juice and blood sugar connection, with a high sample size of participants, it stands to reason that antioxidants in beets should at least reduce the risk of diabetes complications. Fiber-containing beetroot juice also relieves constipation and regulates digestive properties. How? Scientists believe that betaine, a natural occurring amino acid found in beets, is exerting protective digestive properties. The betaine increases stomach acid levels, paving the way towards better digestion and excretion. Another advantage of beets pertains to its ability to boost energy and stamina. Are you listening, athletes? Remember, beet juice can open blood vessels and increase oxygen throughout the body, perfect for lowering blood pressure, and also effective to increase our energy reserves. Upon reflection, it may be best to consume beet juice in the morning as a result, so we have ample energy throughout the day. Athletes are advised to consume this energy drink before competition or a strenuous workout to increase the flow of oxygen in the muscles, preparing them for the rigors ahead. Finally, beet juice is a blood purifier. In that context, it helps to keep our skin glowing, supple, youthful, and healthy. Its inherent vitamin D exerts anti-inflammatory properties, keeping the skin free of blemishes. Beet juice can also even out skin tone and exhibit anti-aging effects, although the caveat is that too much sun exposure can thwart that advantage. As you can see, beets and the juice of beets offer life-changing benefits. But again, I'm primarily interested in the power of beets to lower blood pressure. As mentioned earlier, the nitrates here are all powerful and can lower blood pressure within 24 hours, and have some sustaining effect. Now I'm using beets to beat blood pressure, but it can only do its job if I'm able to implement other positive lifestyle changes, such as reducing stress and exercising more, both discussed in other videos.
Thanks for visiting our Holistic Strong channel. Subscribe and share.